Hello, everybody. Welcome to home of the Cougars. And we should have a good one here. Well, we got Godby coming in with a 3-0 record, hosting the defending state champion, JP2. They're 1-0. A lot of seniors graduated. They had some holes to fill. One of them that's looking to be filled is by Terrion Arnold. They're looking for him to fill one of them there. But we are here getting ready to get it started. Getting ready to get it started. And here we are. It's getting ready to get kicked off. It's getting ready to get started here. It's about that time. And it's up, and it's on. Godby in a man-to-man backcourt. John Paul, man-to-man. A lot of movement in the offense from Godby. Soft man-to-man by John Paul. Good drive with the contact. Didn't finish it. A rebound and in. Terrion Arnold coming down. Tyreke, a senior this year, played at Godby. The ball knocked out of his hand. Godby on the run. Knocked to the ground. That was a foul. A long three. Tyreke knocks down the first one. He started here. Transferred to John Paul last year. Helped them win a state championship. 3-2 is the score. All the way to the basket with Godby with contact again. Three to 2 score, 6:27. Ball out, going to Godby. They opened up that out-of-bounds play. 13 came right down the middle. And Godby with a JV team that went undefeated last year. A lot of these young men I know played on elite hoopers. Penetration and drive, foul there. 3-2 score, a 6:02. John Paul in a zone this time. I think they kind of figured out they were going to not be able to keep Godby from getting to the basket at will. Number 1, Steve Laurent, misses the jumper. Seen Laurent play all summer in a highly successful elite hooper team. There's another member of that team. Just missed that jumper, number 12, Sir Hampton. Got the balls out. 3-2 score, still the same, 5-16. A lob pass out top. Nice penetration and drive by number 1, John Paul. That was Jeremiah Outley, senior. Penetration and in, 5-2. Good offensive rebound by Godby. They're good and long, a little longer than what they were last year. Steve can get to the basket like that all night, but he's had trouble finishing them. A shot blocked. 5-2, 4:41 left. Ball out underneath, going to John Paul. Stacked on the line, little contact, penetration, and to the free throw line. Terrion Arnold to the line. I think all the free throws that have been shot so far have been by John Paul. The only thing with that is, the start of the game, Godby was the one getting to the basket at will pretty much. And with the contact, not getting to the line at all on that. Arnold misses them both. Number 1, another player from the Elite Hoopers team, had a highly successful summer. And there's a foul and a 1. And basket made by number 24, Corbin Jarvis, 5'10" senior. Has a chance to get an and 1. Scoring now, John Paul 2 with 5-4 lead by 1. Free throw shooting. And it's good, 5-5. Going to the bench and getting smaller. Coach Colville was getting ready to put more pressure, man to man. A lot of these kids on that Elite Hoopers team, that's what they did, was play full court pressure. They're going to be well versed in terms of doing some things that Coach Colville likes to see them do. Coach, when he backed it out, pull offense up. Coach wanted him to take advantage. It was a 5-on-4. There was a defender from John Paul down. John Paul has not been able to score for a few minutes now. It might be a forced jump shot there. Fighting down low to get the rebound, number 12. And the pressure and the steal. Coach Colville told me, hadn't been often, he's had about 12 deep that are really kind of balanced. He can go down his bench and play a lot. He's really excited to see how this undefeated JV team does on the big boy level. And that same out of bounds play has come clean for him. Now Godby's getting to the free throw line. A 7-5 lead, 3:36 left in the first quarter. Veteran officiating crew here early season matchup that's going to be pretty good here. Godby knocks down the free throw, takes a 8-5 lead. John Paul, last 3 minutes without a basket. They let the Godby substitute in, but they didn't let the John Paul substitute in. Then after the Godby substitute went in, then they decided to let the John Paul substitute in. I didn't quite understand that one. Knocks down the next free throw. That extends it to 9-5 lead. They're having trouble getting that ball in bounds, and here comes that trap. And that penetration and shot didn't come close. That aggressive defense and one in there for John Paul, too. Makes it 9-7, but that aggressive defense by Godby is creating problems for John Paul, too, to get in their offense. And the three gets knocked down. John Paul, you can't get that ball inside bouncing like that, like you don't know what to do with it, because Godby's going to come away with it. They're not going to give you the chance to play with it. 12-7. Godby on a roll. Coach Koval running a lot of different looks. Now he's gone big. Got two big boys in the game now. Good man-to-man defense there. We got a foul called here from the other side of the floor. He called that on John Paul. He looked like Godby went over the back then, but I need new glasses, so I might not be accurate in my assessment. And Godby defense right now is shutting down what could be the best guard combination in the city with Terrion and Tyreke. 12-7. And knocks down another free throw. 13-7. 2:41 left in the first quarter. And misses the second one. And good, 14-7. John Paul doesn't show that they can handle this pressure. It's going to be for 32 minutes. They're going to be in for a long night. They can't even get the ball in bounds. They've intimidated the inbounds pass, so he's not comfortable being able to make that pass to anybody. 14-7, 2:38 left. Terrion Arnold watching that ball. Godby's opening that floor up. Nice penetration. I get a jump ball. Now that time I thought it was more of a foul than a jump ball call, but I'm going to see. Godby didn't. In a chess match, they're leaving one of the big boys to have to guard one of the perimeter players from John Paul. I thought that was a travel. He get ready to go to the floor. 1:56 left, 14-7. Godby up by 7. And the chess match continues. Coach Koval takes one of his bigs out to be able to have 4 guards to defend the 4 offensive players that JP2 went with. They're opening the floor up and taking you off one-on-one. They're very confident that they have be able to beat you 1-on-1 off this offense that he's running as he opens the floor up. John Paul likes to let you go by and reach behind you and then tip it. That probably works against a different caliber of competition than what he's playing right now against Godby, because Godby's going to get to the basket on you. A good block by John Paul. Number 1, Jermaine Lawrence, 6'7" junior. He was getting ready to try and dunk that one. And right now, it looks like Godby is running this. Good block, running their second team. They have depth. 1:17 left in the first quarter, 14-7 score. They're continually wearing John Paul down, and here's the issue. Getting the ball inbound right here. Got it in, here comes the trap. And they beat it down the floor. And that was an unforced turnover. Godby has JP2 playing at a speed they don't want to play at. Looks like the Godby teams of old. John Paul has not been able to get into their offense, nor has Godby let them get into their offense. 14-9. Boys basketball in the area, much improved. A block call. (14-9), 31.7 seconds left. Basketball much improved in the area. Godby much improved. JP2, they're going to have to bring it if they're going to play the teams in the city. Florida High is undefeated. Gadsden County is undefeated. Crossroads is undefeated. We have a lot. Rickards is undefeated. Rickards with Godby with the out of bounds play. Running 6'8" and 6'7" at the same time. Good move to go big for offense that time. There's your starting guard right there. It's going to be a problem. They haven't been able to contain him all night. Able to finish that one. They haven't been able to contain him all night. And they drew a foul. Steve's been able to get to the basket. Steve Lawrence, remember the name. He's been able to get there. We've, again, watched him all summer. Haven't been able to do anything with him. He's a prospect. He's a college prospect for sure. Can't shoot the ball from the floor. A little inconsistent with it, but can shoot it from the floor. Offense and defense now going with 4 guards on offense. Putting another shooter in, 16-10 is Coach Koval, veteran coach. So he can get to the basket pretty much at will. Might have forced that shot. 16-10 score at the end of the first quarter. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we got a good one. blocked that one so clean it could have been a jump ball. That's the first shot that Tyreek's had since the 6-minute mark. Second shot opportunity by J. Poo. 2 cuts the lead to 16-12. Good defense by JP2. There's nothing there that time. Scrappy group here. Tried to draw the foul, gave out a good yell. Second shot opportunity. Good ball denial. And one. Again. That's one of the few times Terrion's been able to get the ball in his hand. They've been doing a good job of denying the ball, the entry pass to him. He's a little stronger, handling the ball, a little bit more confident in football player. Doesn't mind the contact. You come close to him, he's putting that forearm on you. The thing is, they have not been able to get it to him. Akeem Medina, I see you over there, former trainer at Florida A&M University, now the head athletic trainer at Godby High School. And the referee immediately went to him and told him that I would want the ball, I think, in Terrion's hands to bring it down. Anything else is an adventure. 20-12, 6:34 left in the quarter. And missed free throw. 20-12. 6:31 left. Steve bringing the ball down for Godby. They're overplaying him to the right, but he goes left and right. And he gets the rebound inside. Taking his time at the free throw line. And the gym is silent. Have to leave that hand in the rim a little more. (20-12). JB2 not quite able to handle the pressure that Godby's putting on him. And misses both free throws. Number 12, Terrion Arnold, you got to block him out better than that. He's going to shoot that. Off. He's going to bounce back up like a gymnast that time. And another missed free throw. 6:19, 20-12. Godby comfortably ahead. Game slowed down just a little bit here. Boy, they can't shoot free throws. I think John Paul was so glad to get the ball down the floor against Godby's pressure, they just put a shot up. I don't believe Tyreke can guard him. Tyreek's lost some weight, too. Still not quick enough to guard Steve from being able to get to the rim on that. Now we got a timeout. Terrion wanted the ball over the top, but he has to bring the defender all the way down to the end line, then get the ball over the top. He can't get the pass from the out of bounds line to the free throw line and have him throw it over the top and it be successful. That won't work. 20-12, 5:51 left. Here comes Godby with 3 more perimeter defenders and a big in the middle of 6'7". Body language with John Paul, too, is not very good right now. They look like they're tired. They still got 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Godby, fresh. Coach said he was about 12 deep, and he's playing them. Good pass. I was trying to understand why he jumped up so quick. I don't think Terrion ever looked back at him. He didn't want any parts of that. (22-12), 10-point lead. Coach Koval going with 5 guards now. Nice pass. Nice pass. Basketball, Arnold. Godby comes right back. There's a pass over the top. Is Tyreke gonna get to the? Got to the rim. Good way to break the press. If you get it off over the top. 24-16, 4:44 left in the second quarter. This is Mickey Clayton, the coach, bringing the game to you here from Amos P. Godby, home of the Cougars. Good defense by John Paul. Got to stop reaching though. Coach Koval did not see what he was looking for. Side out. Five-second call. A little bit out of control right now. And the scoreboard is off. The scoreboard is off. And it's back. (24-16), 3:27 left. That's the same spot. Tyreek's 1 for 3 from there. Not much offense being run by JP2 when they get the ball down. Once they get the ball down, they're looking to get that shot up as quickly as they can. 24-16. Doing that makes it easier for Godby because they're in their pressure, but they don't have to play defense long once they get down in the half-court set because they're not going to run much offense. Good screen. And way to finish it at the rim. The turnover coming. And a foul call. How did I know a turnover was coming? We've been doing it for a while. It's pressure by Godby. Certain players they want to see handle the ball against the man-to-man pressure. This is Mickey Clayton, the coach. Former head men's basketball coach at Florida A&M University and former head women's basketball coach at Florida A&M University. We've won championships in both sports. One thing we know is like a lot of times certain players want to know why they can't shoot the ball saying they're open. There's a reason why you're open because nobody is going to guard you because they want you to shoot. Good penetration. We told you he can get to the basket at will. Going to be an exciting player. Brought the ball from one end of the floor to the other. Did exactly what coach wanted him to do. Terrion picked it up a little bit too soon. But he's about the only one who can actually bring the ball down the floor. Nobody wants to take the ball out of bounds for John Paul. 28-16, 2:13 left. Nice pass. Missed layup. Nice rebound. Left-handed shot, missed. Nice rebound, JP2. Left-hander, athletic, but has to finish that. That's number 5, Nicholas Strackham, senior. 28-16, 2:02 left. Grace A. McClay, JP2, winded. Coach Culver's strategy has been successful. He has worn them down. And his spread offense, his four-corner version of this spread has created a problem for JP2. Arnold has to finish the layup. Has to finish the layup. A little bit out of control, getting to the basket, but getting there with effort and intensity. And intensity. Going to the free throw line for Godby, number 3, Dominic Mullins, 5'10", junior guard. 28-16, 1:20 left. Awkward free throw. What more they substituted for number 5. He pointed across, told him to get number 21. He pointed at 5. He pointed across at 21 again. He was not trying to come out of the game. 28-16, 1:20 left. An awkward free throw. Nice step through Tyreke. He flexing his shoulders. But you're losing by 12 points. It's kind of hard for me to get with you flexing your shoulders. He has gotten ready to, he look like he's lost about 15, 20 pounds this year. This is his gym. This is where he started. He ought to know where all the potholes in the gym floor are. Dead spots and everything else. No, you can't put them in the free throw line once you have the ball. They know that. That's why they didn't go in there. And knock the free throw down. Nice three-point play. 28-19. There's a steal. Put the right English on it, but must not have been right. It didn't get there. Steven gonna get to the rim. Didn't convert it. 58 seconds left. 9-point lead for Godby. Coach going with two bigs, 6'8", 6'7" in there now. He does that on offense. He usually hits a big man coming down to the box. And it gives him multiple shot opportunities. I didn't think that ball would even get there. Follow and in. 28-21, 7-point lead. When you're in the middle of that press, you got to take that pass. Throwing over the top of the press. Terrion's going to get to the basket. Missed it, though. There's the follow again. 30-21. Godby's going to come down. They'll get a shot up. That time the go by and reach defense worked. Ended up creating a turnover. Coach Godby is a coach from Godby. Coach Kober, he's working every play. Getting smaller, going with one big. 6 players in the game. Took both bigs out. And that's who Godby wants to handle the ball. They're going to jump all over him. Seven seconds. Terrion did a good job of not drawing the offensive foul. 30-21, 1.4 seconds left. Free throw off. And that ends the half. Florida High. That game we will show next week, John Paul II and Florida High. But right now, it's halftime.
did. I wonder what she did in freshman year. There's nothing there.
Here for the second half. In a game that JP2 has to show and do a better job of protecting the ball and making better decisions. Godby, on the other hand, has not allowed them an opportunity to settle into their offense. It's the most offensive passes that we've seen with a crazy left hand. Well, he is left-handed, so. Stevens going to look around the floor. Three shots. Godby back in the man-to-man pressure. A pass out to half court that was lucky to get there. You have to make an adjustment on the official's call. An adjustment being that that was not a foul in the first half. It looks as if JP2 has made a decision to go with Terrion Arnold at the point guard, which is what we have suggested. He will get him into the offense a lot better. Physically stronger, a little bit more experienced, able to get an and one off the bat. He knocks his free throw down. First two he took were ugly in the first quarter. 32-24, 8-point lead. Pass should not be able to go from the wing all the way to the block on the other side of the basket. Nice rebound. And Terrion Arnold takes the pass. Blocked by Stephen. Been running a stack and giving it to the two hasn't shown the ability to score anything from the perimeter yet. Tyreke hit a jumper earlier, hit a three. Here comes Godby. Unforced turnover, just threw the ball over Terrion's head. Tyreke probably a little nervous being back in the gym where he started playing. Shot blocked. Gotta be aggressive on the board. INSiiGHTS high school game of the week. And we got another one, Battle of Unbeatens, coming up on Saturday. Rickards, Gadsden County. Both of them rolling through the early part of the season. We'll be at Rickards to bring that one to you. Number 13, Jeremy Bayah, Dr. Woodard, academic student of the game, 4.13, selected by his high school for his outstanding grades and community involvement. May 4th, Monday, May 4th, we'll have an award dinner for all of the awardees. It'll be the 4th annual Dr. Arthur Woodard Academic Student of the Game Award Dinner. 4th annual, sponsored by the Woodard Foundation of Miami, Florida. Dr. Arthur Woodard, academic person who's also a collegiate All-American at Florida A&M University, playing football under legendary Jake Gaither. Then as a coach, highly successful at the Funiac Springs, in the Hall of Fame at Florida A&M University. Dr. Woodard again, the Hall of Fame at Florida High School Athletic Association. Principal of Miami Central High. His legacy is continued on by the Woodard Foundation and recognizing the academic success of the students from INSiiGHTS. (34-26), 5:39 left. You missed that layup and throw it across the goal. Coach Koval didn't play that. John Paul giving up second shot opportunities. JP2 aggressive. I thought they were not going to see that call. Godby comes to eat. The Cougars come to eat. Pause up. Timeout. 36-26 in a hard-fought contest. A little sloppy at times, but I think that's what Coach Koval intends to do this year. His goal is to win it as ugly as possible. Pause up. Cougars come to eat. Steal by Ricketts. They might have close to 15 steals. Terrion Arnold finally gets a rebound for JP2. Pick and roll. Terrion with a floater. I don't know who that pass was to. This is a dangerous part of the game right now with 4:34 left in the third quarter, 36-26. I believe Godby can start to pull away if John Paul does not get into this one quickly. .423. INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week will be at the Tyler Biggins tournament next week here at Godby, Friday and Saturday. He pulled that one from the NBA 3 range. I don't think JP2 was ever set. Never really got under control on that shot opportunity, but it'll get him 2 free throws with a 36-26 score, 3:56 left in the third quarter. 2 can't get much closer than 8 points. At the free throw line. And it's good. Is that trap? 10-point, 12-point lead now. Biggs on the break. Everybody has to know their role. JP2, disorganized, disheartened, slow, setting up on defense, look as if they're ready to go home now. Godby will make it easy for them. They'll go on and send them. But they're sloppy on their end as well. Terrion Arnold with 2 to the basket. That gives him 7 by our record, but for them to be successful, he's going to have to be at least in the 15 to 20 point game range for John Paul to win against good competition. And Godby's feeding. They got a 5-on-3 break the other way. Missed the layup. And got an and one. John Paul II, he's been working on that one. I think he just told him he was going to write him up on that. He got a tech called on the bench, but he's been working on that one for a while. Somebody needs to get him and move him to the bench. He's going to get thrown out. 42 to 28. I don't think it's been a particularly bad call game. At least not where it was excessive in the number of calls favoring one team. I've seen a lot worse. I think maybe coach is a little frustrated with his team. (42-28). And knocks it down, 43-28, stretches the lead to 15. (43-28), 2:42 left. And the coach has to sit down over at 2's bench. And a timeout by Godby. 45-28. The Godby Cougars, they've come to eat. Pause up. We said that they were at a point in the game where they could start to pull away, and what we saw and looking at John Paul was that they looked discouraged. Looking at the bench, that's one of the players had to go get another player, pull him into the huddle with the team. And look frustrated. They're going to have to handle pressure better than what they've been able to do. Godby did exactly what Coach Koval wanted. He said he 1 through 12, it wasn't much difference, and he could go deep on his bench, and he went deep on his bench tonight. Wears you out. Then has the ability to go big with 6'7" and 6'8" in there at the same time. Nice size point guard that can get to the basket at will. We don't know how well they shoot from the perimeter because they were able to get to the basket and create so much chaos. Mayhem lives in Godby's gym. Better have your insurance paid up, JD Insurance. Give them a call. Tallahassee Accident and Rehab. The official chiropractor sponsors of INSiiGHTS is athletes. You need that chiropractor. They take care of your neck and your back. Tallahassee Accident and Rehab. Give them a call. You get through playing these Godby Cougars, you're going to need one. A nice penetration and drive from the crowd favorite, and everybody went crazy. 47-30. 1:30 left. They're all over Tyreke. They're all over Tyreke. If you let it get in that shooting pocket, he can knock it down. Has not had what you would call a typical night for him. We have him unofficially at 10. We have him unofficially at 10. So between them, we have them at 19, and they're going to have to score a lot better to be successful. Tyreke and Terrion. TNT, they would diffuse the night. We'll see how they do next week against Florida High, the undefeated Florida High. Unforced turnover, 47 to 32. 15-point lead. A little defensive pressure by JP2. There's that defense where we let them go pass and reach. And good offensive rebound. A long one as the horn goes off. 49 to 32. Godby Cougars pause up, rolling in here. Our house, home of the Cougars, and that's what it looks like. 49-32, and we're getting ready for the fourth. Nice crossover, but a miss. A rebound and then away from the basket. Godby's gonna come out running the floor. 49-32. Terrion Arnold still walking down the floor. I hate that reach defense. And he's fouled out the game. 49-32. Ref is waiting on coach to make a substitution to get his fifth player into the game. At the free throw line. Kalank knocks it down. We'll be back next weekend. A tournament they're having here. Nice left. 50-34. John Paul has to work a little bit too hard for their shots to me. I think that's a mismatch there. Let's see. Got tripped. And Tyreke went over and helped him up. They play against each other all summer. Checking for 1-1. 6:55 left in the fourth quarter. It's 50-34. Godby Cougars paws up. They've clawed them. $50-34. Godby relentless in their man-to-man pressure. A lot of dribbling in the offense. Not much player movement. Terrion gets to the free throw line. Terrion Arnold settling down a little bit at the free throw line there. A shout out to Arnold Roofing. Terrion has to be better than 50% free throw shooter if he's going to be at the point guard spot. That's the matchup I wanted to see right here, Terrion and Steven. Steven took him too. $52-35, 6 minutes left. And the only question left in this game is how many is Godby gonna win by? Left hand layup on the break. A 54-35, 19-point lead. Defending state champs are going down. Different in class, it'll be a different level of competition. This will help fine-tune John Paul II for their class now. And for Godby, to see what this JV team, now up to the varsity team, actually looks like. 5 minutes left. $54-37, 4:56. John Paul going a little deeper in the bench. There's a couple players towards the end of that bench hadn't gotten up. And that'll be an and one. Stephen Lawrence, 6'3" junior. At the line, 19-point lead by Godby. Now stretched, no, off. Threw it back under the basket. saved it and threw it directly under the basket, which is pretty much what you coach him not to do. We had a play we used to do in a drill we used to work on in practice, and every time you save it, you try to save the ball to the corner, and somebody on your team had to streak to that corner. So it was something that we implemented and put in. We got from Hubie Brown. Shout out to Stuart Scott Week on ESPN. Go to our Instagram, Stuart Scott, a friend of the family. We beat Duke, but now we didn't beat Duke. We won a tournament. We played Duke in the first round of the 1999 NCAA tournament. He told him, my boy Mickey told me his Rattler's not afraid of Duke. We got a lot of airplay that year after winning the MEAC tournament and advancing to the first round of the tournament in Charlotte, North Carolina to play Duke. No playing game, straight to the tournament. Well, Coach Culver having a conniption over there with black and white sweatsuit. Godby not quite as aggressive in their full court denial man-to-man defense. A little softer in the entry pass now. A lot of dribbling in John Paul's offense, a lot of one-on-one play. Yeah, that was the principal from Godby going over to help him up. Mr. Cole. We see him at every athletic event. .417 left, 58-37, 19-point lead. He came in the corner as opposed to going to Terrion Arnold on the other side. That actually was a bad entry pass there. That was not a good decision by Tyreke. Turnover, and there's been a lot of them. A good move, jump stop, layup. 60-37. We told you the game was pretty much decided, just a matter of how many was Godby going to win this one by. A good move by Terrion. Missed the shot, but he avoided the charge. Two missed shots inside. 60-39, a 21-point lead. Coach Colville takes a timeout. Looks like he has wholesale substitutions getting ready to come in. 2 minutes, 56 seconds left. We will be back on Saturday with undefeated Gadsden County with their new coach, Coach Chair, formerly at Florida High, against the maestro, Eli Bryant, and Ricketts' undefeated squad. Special shout out to the coach, Elite Hoopers, Coach Milan. We see you sitting in the stands. We have about 6 of your players that are playing in here today, maybe 5. Was that your JV team that played for you that you've been with? You had them since what, 6th grade? Okay, I guess maybe you had a little bit of something to do with this. I see you sitting with the parents. That's what you do. This offense has created havoc on John Paul. Able to get to the basket again, 62-39. At one time, the score was 30-21. That was a halftime score. Terrion Arnold at the free throw line. Another miss at the free throw line. I think this is another mismatch here. Foul on Godby. 1-and-1 at the line down here with John Paul II, JP2. Oh, this is going to be a good one this year to decide who the best team in the city is. Florida High is going to make a claim to that, boys and girls. Lincoln High girls, Rickett girls, Godby boys, Gaston County boys. It's going to be interesting. 2 minutes, 1 second, 62-40. Jim has gotten quiet. I think everybody's a little bit surprised at the ease in which Godby has handled this team. Godby with 5 guards in the game, and they're opening the floor up. And anybody they put at the guard spot is pretty much able to take. Anybody John Paul puts on defense. .124 left in the contest, 62-40, 22-point lead. .6 seconds, 62-40. High pick and roll. Terrion just decided he was going to take him regardless that time. Probably his strongest and best move. Good block shot. Unforced turnover. 23 seconds, 62-42. Nine seconds. And that's it. The final score, 62-42. Godby left no question about who is the better team tonight as they put John Paul II, JP2, to sleep. Godby Cougars with a 20-point win as they keep rolling this season. We will see them again later, but again, next this Saturday coming up, we got Gadsden County and undefeated Rickards High. We appreciate you. Thanks for being here with us.